All right, and we are live. What is going on? What is happening? Salute to the tribe. I will repurpose this video and put it out on the pre-recorded side. Listen, just got through working out, y'all. Finally finished that insanity crap. But before I started working out, I ran across this video. I speak a lot about people that disguise constructive criticism, like their hate behind constructive criticism. And I always speak about the reason why I kind of like solo it a lot and I don't really be trusting dudes and niggas because like everybody's not raised like you. You can't just assume that people have the same morals and values, moral compass as you. You can't expect for people to work as hard as you will, in every facet of your life. Like some people only have it in them to focus on one thing in their life, and that's all they can do. Bless their heart. And what they'll immediately do is hate on whoever can do more than that. And they will disguise it behind jokes when they're really hurt. That's why I'll be telling y'all, I used to always say, like a comedian, they tell a joke, but there's always a lot of truth. Hold up. Watching a podcast with Crimson Cure and that Anthony Mackie, whatever thing going on. But she got a pretty good take on that. Shout out to Joe Button for putting Melissa Ford in her place. But listen, they'll disguise it behind constructive criticism, or they'll make a joke of it, right? And that's why some comedians get they ass checked, right? Because a joke is a very thin line between truth and it being exaggerated somewhat. And you got a real good comedian can ride that line without pissing people off, or especially the people that he's joking about, if he's joking about people individually. But a lot of times people aren't really comedians. They're people that have a lot of hidden animosity and envy and jealousy, and they disguise it behind jokes. And some people can see through that. And it's like, nah, you ain't joking. You ain't joking. You're making joke of something, but you're not joking. And I don't think it's funny. So there's a repercussion for that. And that's why a lot of comedians, you'll see a lot of comedians that tread that line real heavy. They'll end up getting checked at some point in time. Like as a comedian, at some point in time, you're going to get checked because you're telling truth mixed in with a joke, but it's a lot of truth to it. So whoever you're talking about, if you're talking about an individual, they're going to be able to tell what you're saying. They're going to be like, yo, like, I know what you're doing here. So, and this dude, I ain't never seen this podcast before, really. Like, I think I seen like one other video of it. But this dude, man, one other video, he was taking jabs. So I thought I'd just, hit the like just in case another video pops up. But this video is a little bit older than the last one. But this one, he's catch my breath, man. Just got through working out. He's trying to, I guess, give it so-called advice to the younger guys, right? But he's taking jabs at red pill content, and RP content is kind of like trending again. So you'll always see people take a side. The safe side is just to bash the men that are putting the content out. The problem is going to be that real women are going to end up taking our side anyway. So all these panders, they're just going to be out there flapping in the wind for speaking this kind of way because the women want the truth. Like maybe they're tired of being single. So eventually being on the side of, not the extremists, but just the real pillars, what I'm saying? Red pillars, whatever you want to call it, that have the truth. Women want to hear it. So I'm gonna let the video play. This dude right here, man, I'm just gonna let it play and let him speak for itself.
Young men, pay attention to the advertisements. Pay attention. What they trying to sell you?
Dick pills and gambling.
Dick pills and gambling. Prize picks and dick pills. Why? They only want you thinking about your dick. Don't even worry about it. We'll get it hard for you. Don't worry about your money. We'll spend it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you like basketball? Yes, we'll spend it for you. You don't want to take a gamble on the stock market. You ain't got no money for that. I don't fuck with the stock market. I fuck with no gambling. Can you save money? Goddamn, you ain't no corporation. You ain't no LLC, nigga. You are an individual. How about you save $10,000 before you start talking to me about stocks? All these niggas doing is hustling. All they doing is hustling. You tell a nigga that work at the warehouse to invest in stocks. Use the stocks that you own. You like Nike. Won't you invest in Nike? Nigga, shut the fuck up.
There's a little bit
shut that shit up, man. I want to hear that bullshit, man.
A little bit of truth in that. So let them rock.
All you niggas doing, we are affected. You know what the new epidemic in the black community is? Bullshit. Niggas is out here full of shit. Trying to hustle. Trying to leech off of you.
Projecting. Projection.
Niggas see niggas in a disarray and try to take advantage. They seen the play the government put down. They say, let me put my hat in.
You being one of them.
Huh? Let me put my hat in there.
You wouldn't get rich off that.
Let me get rich off of that. Let me get rich off of niggas' desperation. What was it? It was Amazon. It used Amazon links before, nigga. Yeah. Let me do that. I sell products for Amazon. Nigga, Amazon don't need your fucking help.
Wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't doing that back in the day.
Jeff Bezos got $100 billion. You think he needs you to help him sell some shit? Fool. Look like he got it taken care of. Nigga got robots. You think you helping? Come on, man. Get off the bullshit, man. Get out the bullshit, bro. Niggas is on bullshit for real. And nobody got time for that. You know what's real? I get in the truck. I go out there, I take a product from A to motherfucking B. I see the houses getting put up. I'm delivering the lumber. I come back next week. House, it's a house. I can see it.
Is this nigga starting to sweat? We'll get to that in a minute. This nigga starting to sweat just from barely moving. All right.
Can't see that shit y'all niggas talking about, man. I'm gonna be a day trader. Get a fucking job, man. Stop playing, man. Get a trade, man. You a day trader. You ain't got no money. The fuck? What you trading, time? You do that on the clock. Niggas is sitting there gambling all day. Dick pills and gambling. Dick pills and gambling. You ain't gotta worry. We can get your dick hard for you. Don't even worry about it. Then what's the inverse of that? Whole bunch of niggas on here telling you women ain't the prize, you the prize. That's how you know.
The hell is he talking about? This nigga that went from Jeff Bezos talking about dick pills to now he's talking about red pill content creators. He's slowly getting to his point, but I want y'all to just watch this kind of, some of what he's saying is some truth. He's mixing it in, trying to make some jokes or whatever, but just pay attention.
Niggas ain't up on red pill. Dick pilled up, no pussy. Niggas in there rock hard. Nigga in the house rock hard, no pussy. That's how you end up.
Look at this. Projecting. Now I'm gonna let him finish because when I get ready to cook his fat ass, let me stop. Yeah, let him cook.
And so that's how you end up red pilled out because your dick hard. You ain't got no brain. You ain't got no blood circulating to your brain. That's what they expecting.
I know your fat ass. Let me stop. I'm gonna go ahead and let him cook.
No blood circulating to your brain. You listen to a nigga named Brad tell you can work out 3 times a week. I'm on a carnivore diet. I trade. I don't give my money to bitches. You're my young man to my young men.
Okay, listen. Everything's a joke to this generation. Let me tell you what's a joke. You're doing everything that you're sitting there bashing. You're hustling because whatever platform you're building is a hustle until it's recognized by everybody else as legitimate. Okay? You're projecting. Probably everything he mentioned is something he's done in his past. People aren't smart enough to come up with new stuff, right? See some of the guilt in his eyes and his brow starts sweating, as he's speaking and running his mouth. Then at the end, he starts just bashing red pill guys, talking about you listening to a guy named Brad. Are we not listening to a nigga like his name is Brad talking to you about giving advice? Don't that nigga look like his name is Brad or Melvin or some shit like that? On that light skin energy? You know what I mean? Like somebody done told him it's funny, so he just rocking out, boy. Because in this generation, you ain't got to do nothing with the way you look or present yourself. As long as you just think that you're funny. Here's the thing about it, man. I ain't seeing no improvement on you. You over here bashing someone talking about, guys self-improving, maybe having some side hustles. But every person he mentioned, the guy was at a job. Warehouse guy was at a job. The other guy was working a job. So the dudes are working jobs, but also trying to find ways to invest their money. And all right, listen, I get it. Everybody should have about 10K saved up. I've always said things like that, but keep it trucking. Why are you slapping the desk? Why is your brow sweating? bro, you need to get your big ass up and go for a walk. You about 2 or 3 different cheeseburgers, you know what I'm saying, away from diabetes, type 1, type 2 type shit. And you're over here talking stuff. You're trying to be cute and funny, and you're just like a cheeseburger meal from McDonald's away from needing some stents. You should have left the whole fitness thing out, bruh. Like that last little 10 seconds was the truth of the video. The whole video was about that last little 10 seconds. His insecurity showing all the way through, but he is completely out of shape. Speaking about, see, if he was in average shape or skinny, wouldn't even think, but dude ain't in no kind of good shape. Ain't in no kind of shape, period, except round in shape. And he's talking about, he tried to make it extreme, like, dude, I'm gonna go to the gym like 3 times a day. Nigga, can you go to the gym once a week? Can you go for a walk? So you want to sit there and talk to us because you got some followers. And that's why I keep talking about people that have clout and followers. Bro, that is not the only form of wealth. Because I know your fat ass ain't heard about health being wealth, right? But that is a form of wealth. Sitting around smoking blunts and then getting on a podcast and running your mouth while, you know what I'm saying, you looking like you could go for a walk, run, you know, some kind of calorie deficit, talking junk about guys that are going to the gym 2 or 3 times a day. It ain't looking good for you. It's looking like projected insecurities. What women do. Kind of showing the signs of being raised by a single mother, but I ain't going to put that on him. I be projecting that. But there's no masculinity in this. I see different guys that get on my nerves online all the time, man. These rich, get rich quick scheme guys, these rich guys, we don't know how they got their money, bragging on their platforms. But I'm not about to get on here and project it all over the place and hide it behind jokes. I'm not going to project my insecurities about whatever it is that, because if a guy is triggering me some type of way, a rich guy, a fit dude, you know, a guy about game, and I'm like, fuck this nigga. Like, what? If he was triggering me like that, that means there's something that I'm not doing that I should be doing. And I can try to be cute like a little hoe and hide it behind some jokes, right? Trying to be witty. I just be a man about it and be like, I might need to get my big ass in the gym a little bit before I'm talking about niggas going to the gym 2 and 3 times a day. Nowhere in life is it going to benefit you to be out of shape and overweight. Not in no point in life, younger life, midlife, or late in life. The joke's on him. You know, no one's laughing with you. They're laughing at you. And again, you know, be very careful of those that try to hide hate behind constructive criticism, advice, or comedy, right? Everything's not a joke. I'm gonna let this fool run through it one more time. You gotta smash that like button.
Pay attention to the advertisements. Pay attention. What they trying to sell you?
Dick pills and gambling.
Dick pills and gambling. Prize picks and dick pills. Why? They don't even want you thinking about your dick. Don't even worry about it. We'll get it hard for you. Don't worry about your money. We'll spend it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you like basketball? Yeah, we'll spend it for you. You don't want to take a gamble on the stock market. You ain't got no money for that. I don't fuck with the stock market. I fuck with no gambling. Can you save money? Goddamn, you ain't no.
And we know your ass definitely ain't messing with no treadmill or walking around outside, getting any sunlight, eating right, right? You looking like you could use some sunlight and get outside your house. You're projecting, sitting in a room with a mic in front of you, talking about Red Pill Podcasters. Come on, bro.
Corporation, you ain't no LLC, nigga. You are an individual. How about you save $10,000 before you start talking to me about stocks? All these niggas doing is hustling. All they doing is hustling. You tell a nigga that work at the warehouse to invest in stocks. Use the stocks that you own. You like Nike. Why don't you invest in Nike? Nigga, shut the fuck up. Shut that shit up, man. I want to hear that bullshit, man. All you niggas doing, we are affected. You know what the new epidemic in the black community is? Bullshit. Niggas is out here full of shit.
Nigga, that ain't no new epidemic. Niggas been out here trying to hustle, including yourself, for a very long time. That's why we have a bad reputation for it. To include yourself. Because Grits and Next podcast, I don't know what value you bring in besides talking shit. You know, you're doing the same thing Red Pillars do. You're just talking your own flavor of shit. You're not bringing no value to nothing. But go on ahead, do your hustle, man.
Trying to hustle. Trying to leech off of you. Niggas see niggas in a disarray and try to take advantage. They seen the play the government put down. They say, let me put my hat in. Huh? Let me put my.
And you look. I can see all. I can see the whole layout here. I can see the whole layout here. You niggas ain't paying attention. They out here trying to hustle you. Everyone trying to hustle you. I can see it. I can see it clear as day. Man, this dude, man, these people. You're just. This is what he's doing. This isn't even real advice. This is just this dude projecting his insecurities outwardly. And I don't even what did he actually give us by the end of the video that can be used by young men or any men to advance themselves, period. He didn't say nothing. He got here whining, hiding it behind jokes and constructive criticism and advice. He didn't say nothing. He didn't give the young guys any real advice to do anything except tell them what not to do, but never tell them what they should be doing. He's hustling. This is bullshit. This ain't real advice. This is just saying stuff that you think sounds good.
Had in there.
Let me get rich off that.
Let me get rich off of that. Let me get rich off of niggas' desperation. What was it? It was Amazon.
Hey, what's going on?
Amazon.
What is going on? Salute to the tribe. What's going on, LeBron? Man, what is happening? Man, good to see that the OGs are back in here. That's how I know I'm going live enough. The OGs are able to catch me on a live stream because they be working, man. And I'm getting back into the old way of doing things, man. Getting these evening live streams in. Appreciate you showing up out here calling out these fakes, man. Because again, no one has to be perfect, but at least be working towards something. If you're overweight, but you're bashing guys about going to the gym, trying to create multiple streams of passive income and moving around ideas. If the guys are working like he's making claim that they're at a warehouse, putting in the hours and actually working, what's the problem? What's the problem? You just don't want to hear it. Cool. You got your little online thing going on. But if they also mention to you about going outside and going for a walk or a little workout, are you going to have that same kind of energy for that, though? Are you, big boy? I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, congratulations, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute, brother. You found yourself one. You found one out here, man. Damn. Where you found her at, man? You need to let us know. You know what I'm saying? Where this hidden valley is of good women. So we can get one too. But congratulations to you, man. I know you happy that you up out of these streets. Ah, man. The married life, bro. It's a great life, man. It's a great life. It's healthy. Get the focus on other stuff. You know what I'm saying? We got a good woman. I'm telling you, man. You know what I mean? I'm temporarily living vicariously through your moment right now, man. I'm extremely happy for you. And the last thing I want is for guys to be out here in these streets forever, man. And I do like to know that even though guys are taking the red pill information, they're always looking for a great woman. That's always great to be reporting in on. Oh, yeah. Absolutely, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through the God, the Father, man. Hey, listen, man, you know, she went through the filtration. She, you know, got vetted properly. You know, I know you know what you're doing. And, you know, she's more than likely a great woman. And I wish her the best. You know what I'm saying? May y'all bear plenty of children. You know what I mean? Let your legacy reign. You know, that's what I like to hear. Great stories like that, man. I'm going overseas to start looking for one myself. Yeah, I knew what you meant. You know what I'm saying? I knew what you meant. I knew exactly what you meant. So look, you guys, you know, you see what's going on. You know what I mean? I just let that video play. Just a real quick one. You know what I mean? Before I go live a little bit later. But everything's not funny. Everything's not a joke. And if you're working on something and somebody always got something funny to say about it, they might not be your friend. I'm not talking about this person. This is just what these kind of people do. But if people around you are speaking like this, making a joke of everything that you're doing, finding something funny, and you looking at this fool and he ain't really hitting on shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and social media is a very good band-aid for people to make it seem like they have it going on in their life. But you need to be able to look at a person, like look at them, see them, you know, the presentation that they're giving to you, and look past these algorithmic numbers that you're seeing on social media, because you don't know who's running these algorithms. You don't know whose numbers doing what for whatever reason. You know what I mean? Maybe the algorithms dictate when certain things are going to trend and when certain things aren't. It don't really matter. But that individual person, do they look happy? Do they look healthy? Right? So, I mean, that's just really what it is. I ain't trying to hold y'all too long. I just definitely like to if I notice something and I see somebody full of shit, and it's a great example of like someone that's a hater disguising it as criticism, then I'll come on here so you guys can see what it looked like. Because this is a hater disguising stuff as criticism, advice, and jokes. He did all three. So you're able to see like kind of like a blend of all three, what it looked like when somebody running their mouth about stuff they don't know nothing about. They don't want to hear whatever you're talking about. Instead of them just like, nah, I'm good, do that. Nah, they want to make a joke about it, go on and on about it while they're not doing no real self-improving of themselves. He ain't improving nothing but some views online. You know what I mean? We know how the online things go. We have teenagers and children out here that have some of the biggest subscriber counts and follower counts over grown-ass adults. So what does that tell you about social media? So simple, a child can do it. So we're not going to go off a social media cloud. That's how it works. Not how it works. Absolutely secret competition, dude. And I'm glad that, you know, there's Sigma guys out here and y'all can see through it. And a guy will tell on himself, man. I mean, if he has a long-winded issue with a group of, you know, men doing certain things and he don't have any solution based and he doesn't look like he has found solutions himself, like he's still lost, like he's about to get off camera and eat some, you know, bacon, cheeseburger, you know, taki, orange soda, madness. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to hear none of that shit. The same way he don't hear nothing about guys that he don't think are doing as financially as good as he is or social media level as he is. I don't want to hear no fat ass dude talking to shit. I don't want to hear you saying shit. If you ain't talking on some positivity notes and giving out good advice, sit your fat ass down. I don't want you a dude, shut the fuck up. You a whole man. You got no excuse. You don't have no period. Get your fat ass outside and go for a fucking walk. The hell you talking about while you sitting behind that microphone, running your mouth, making yourself feel better, losing breath, and sweating above the brow. Shut the hell up, go drink some water, and get your fat ass outside and go for a walk. You're a grown-ass man. You can hide your insecurities behind all this bullshit if you want to, but it's written all over your fat ass face and your fat ass body. You have no right getting out here telling these dudes to go do anything other than, you know, working. Hey, that's cool. I got it. But working out is just as important. Your fat ass might not even live to see 50 with all the money that you're trying to collect. Somebody else can be living off your money. Black men especially ain't got time to be playing around with our health out here. And you won't hear talking about get a job and get some sleep, nigga. Eat some vegetables, boy. Make some home cooked food. Get you an old lady that can do it for you. Put yourself on a calorie deficit. Go for a fucking walk while you think you know so much. These Negroes get online all the time swearing up and down. They done, boy, I tell you, man, I don't know who be telling y'all smart, man. Just because you get views online don't mean that you're the man or you gonna figure something out. Bro, come on, man. Again, just chill out. Do it in moderation. Don't be sitting over here getting all sweat above the brow and getting all up. Calm down, nigga. We don't want to see you having no type of health-related incident on your videos. Chill the fuck out. You aren't healthy enough to be speaking like this. Your frame is not healthy enough for you to be moving, slapping desk and all that, getting like your frame ain't healthy enough for extended periods of that type of activity. You think you're the only funny motherfucker out here, nigga? Stop, boy. Stop. Some of us just don't focus on being funny. We're trying to get messages out here, but we can say some stuff now. We can say some stuff. Pillsbury Doughboy. Hell wrong with you? He ain't bringing no value. He's running his fucking mouth online to make himself feel better. And I hate the fact that he directed this towards a young man. Don't direct nothing towards any young man, fat man. Go do something with yourself first. All that bullshit you talking online, all that cash money, shut your fat ass up. Shut your fat ass up. You could drop it anytime from a health-related issue. hurt yourself from being overweight and not having enough muscle. You ain't got no business talking right now, all out the side of your neck and tough. Calm down, big boy. Sit your fat ass down and watch them other red pillars that are getting in shape and find a better way to craft your hate, because it ain't working. We can see right through this stupid ass shit, fat boy. Tired of that shit, man. It's trending. I'm going to jump on this and speak about red pillars. Most of the time, these guys that do this are like skinny or somewhat in shape. I don't never too much catch a fat one out here trying to do this. You know you set yourself up. You know you set yourself up. Sit your fat. As a matter of fact, get your fat ass up. The hell I'm talking about? Sit your fat ass. Get your fat ass up. Get your fat ass up, man, out that chair and go do something with yourself. Stop fucking talking, nigga. Anyway, you guys smash the like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Join the tribe. I'm going to go up in here. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, take a shower. Then we'll go live from the truck or whatever before I go to the gym and whatnot. I might do like a reaction video. The night is young. You know what I mean? But you guys go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not already. You know what I mean? You guys check in. LeBron, appreciate you, man. Again, congratulations on finding yourself one. You know, it's hard out here. I know you vetted her right. I know she's a great woman. And, you know, I mean, I'm sure you guys, you know, y'all about to sail off into the sunset, man. Do this thing right. You know, I like hearing that kind of stuff. I mean, definitely does the soul good. You guys share the live stream. I might have cussed a little bit too much. YouTube is flagging my videos like crazy. Women can say whatever they want, but heaven forbid I say the B word, I say the HO word, you know, and I'm getting flagged like crazy, man. You know what I mean? So you just can't, you know, you can't speak how you want to speak. You can't be free as a man out here. And I'm a free spirit. I hate when I can't speak my mind. I hate it. I hate it. I hate this platform. Only reason why I ain't gave up on it because I don't like to quit. I love every other platform so far. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I hate YouTube. But I am not going to be defeated by it. I'm going to break this damn platform. But I hate it. I hate how censored it is. I hate how they make you try to speak a certain kind of way. I hate how they let dumbass shit slide through the algorithm. I hate how they let women say whatever they want to, cuss as much as they want to, and still get plenty of views, right? I hate how they suppress anything that men say. I hate how they have these different algorithms that just mine through stuff and flag your video automatically. But the comment section is wild, as if it's fake AI bots just trying to troll you. I really feel like YouTube is some kind of weird psyop. I really do. I really do. I can't stand this platform. But I'm going to make sure I get my money's worth out of it, you know, but you will see me more on the other platforms enjoying myself and just dropping work on YouTube. It ain't the YouTubers and the content creators. Like, you know, we go back and forth. You know, I can hang with the best of them. I'm all for a challenge. But YouTube clipping my wings and I get to see idiots. They get to grow for no. You can see on TikTok, I got like 25,000 followers. I don't even post over there like that. I barely post and I grow just fine. I'm growing on Instagram just fine. Facebook, it's just this shitty ass platform. And the way that they want, it's real liberal. They just don't want you to say certain things. And I don't want to talk about stupid shit and pop culture. That shit don't mean, I don't do small talk, man. It don't mean nothing to me. I feel dumb talking about it. I feel like I'm idolizing celebrities. I don't give a fuck what they do. The people mean nothing to me. Absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on my connection with the Most High God and building my generational wealth, not watching them and theirs. don't give a crap about none of that shit. But if I was talking about that stuff on a regular basis, right, I'd be good to go. But I can't stimulate any kind of real conversation amongst men. This is the only platform that does it like this. I'm on all platforms, y'all. This is the only one that does it like this. And it bothers me so much. That's why I'm for, YouTube channels into it deep, studying the analytics. I'm an engineer. I'm gonna crack this shit. I'm gonna be able to speak how I want to, and I'm gonna still grow. I'm gonna crack this shit. You're not gonna sit here and censor the crap out of me while women can just grow saying anything they want to online. I'm tired of it, man. That's why I left the military, bro. I don't like being told what to do, and I don't like being told that I can't do something or being stopped from doing what I want when I know I'm good at what I do. I don't like that stuff. So, like I said, I'm gonna work on my website and putting up that real stuff over there and work, but I still got to figure out a way to speak somewhat the way I want to. And the only way to do that is to test things. So say stuff, see if it gets flagged. Say this other stuff, see if it gets flagged, right? Make, certain kind of videos with reacting to certain kind of people saying certain things, see if it gets flagged. I won't know what my limits are if I don't do it that way. So I'm going through that process right now, but YouTube, I can't stand this platform. Yeah, man, the shadow banning, like Instagram, dude, I'm on Instagram, and Instagram ain't nothing like this. Like YouTube is by far the I think you can make the most money on it, or the most consistent money on it, stable money on it. So they go after your money. So, this way they can train you like a dog how to talk. The way they want you to interact with your audience. Like, you have to do it exactly the way they want you to do it to hit the algorithm right. You know what I'm saying? When back in the day, people were just posting up videos where they wanted to, and they were allowed to hit the algorithm and they could grow naturally. You know what I'm saying? You can't get that kind of growth no more because YouTube is straight trash and it's politics. Yeah, shadow banning, right? Giving the appearance that your content is trash whenever you go and look at your views, and you'll see that it'll say lower views on your YouTube channel, but then you'll go to YouTube Studio and you'll go and it'll show there's more views, and then they're deleting views. If it says like 300 or whatever, and then it says 500 and something when I go to Studio, and then I go back the next day and it's saying 3, they're deleting views. They're doing all kind of weird ass shit. They're doing all kind of weird stuff so that, and then you'll have lame content creators say stuff like, it ain't YouTube. Your content just, nah, bruh. You people rode like Kevin Samuel's coattails to the top. When you're on when you're connected to a train like that, can't nothing stop you from getting to the top. And once you're there, they can only suppress you so much, right? It's getting there. And that's what they want to do. They want to make sure there aren't any more people getting to certain points where you still get views no matter how much they shadow ban you, like Rollo Tomasi or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like putting people on these different lists, but these people are still able to grow because their platforms are that strong. So you have to basically build your platforms up outside of YouTube and have such a strong base outside of YouTube that can kind of filter into YouTube. And you have to set live stream schedules so that people know when to show up and to see it, because YouTube shadow banning, and you have to kind of do stuff like that, which I hate doing stuff like that, but I will do it just to beat YouTube, just to beat them, just to beat whatever that system they got going on. I'll do whatever it takes. I don't like to lose. I don't like this. I don't know who y'all think y'all are. You think you're better engineers than me? Okay. I accept the challenge. You work for YouTube. I worked for the White House. See, y'all be over here competing with me on some stupid. I'll be competing with the YouTube engineers. Competing with y'all. I see y'all them shadow banning me. I know how algorithms work. But we also don't know if there's a certain few super liberal, blue-haired engineers in there that are coming into work every day to specifically target certain content creators. We don't know. I'm an engineer. I know how this works. Your life is miserable. You feel like you're in prison. There ain't even no windows around. Your whole world is building algorithms and troubleshooting. So like they could go up in there and be doing all kind of weird stuff to people that they don't like personally because they're super liberal and they don't believe in freedom of speech. You have to agree with everything that they say. All these liberals, you got to agree with whatever they say, right? If they want to call women cis women, if you don't agree with that, oh, you're homophobic, blah, 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 blah. Well, last I checked, women are just called women. By you trying to put cis in front of it, then that means that you can go ahead and add other types of women later on. I can see this in advance. No. I want women to just be women. That way we know they're biological. And then you can add all kind of other names to whatever you consider a woman to be. But we ain't got to all fall into that trap. I'm not letting you. They're recycling the way words are used, and they're really gaslighting us with the English language and words and the way that we use words. Like they're really gaslighting us, and it's really like it's big. It's bigger than people mainly think about. It's not about you feeling or you being phobic about anything or any. It's you just knowing how you feel about things, and you're entitled to feel that way. And we don't all have to like each other, or we don't have to all be around each other, right? Like that's what community is about. You build your communities that you feel comfortable. We obviously have bigger, community as far as human beings go, but that don't mean that, people's ideologies need to be forced on people within their personal communities. And that's what they're trying to do. So you can't speak no way, while you're connecting to other people that think the same way you do. They micromanaging, they're suppressing. And I just see what's going on. And I went to war twice for this country. I don't like having, I'm not even that bad, but I hear the way they're trying to frame all men that are trying to, give men, younger guys, the knowledge that we've, collected over the years. They're framing us as these evil, wicked men. You see these hit pieces all the time, with some liberal white woman talking about how these men are, putting out this woman bashing and woman hating stuff. But that same white liberal woman won't talk about the history of this country and how her white female ancestors were worse slave masters than the males. So we're going to look over, see, selective outrage. So you're mad right now at black men that ain't got nothing to do with you, because you won't say white men like black women will do, right? You won't say white men. You just keep saying men, heterosexual men, right? So now me as a black man, right? I'm some type of way bashing and suppressing you as a white woman who has taken advantage of all government handouts since they've been given out. You who've been throwing rocks and hiding your hand for decades. But you get to get online because you're not super aggressive and talk like as if me as a black man, I'm bashing and oppressing you, and I have nothing to do with you. There is no system set up to allow me to benefit over you. But if you start crying wolf, big bad black wolf on my ass, right? Now you get to have government systems put in place to further suppress us all. And unfortunately for the white guys out there and the rest of y'all, this is what it feels like to be a nigga in America. You are the new niggas. Congratulations. Straight men are the new niggas. Now, you're not allowed to say it, but this is what niggas get treated like. You are a criminal until proven innocent. All right? We've been dealing with it. We're used to it. But now you get to see, hey, this is crazy. You know what I mean? How is this possible? And I can't for the life of me, just the caucasity to sit in front of black men with a straight face and say that all men are bashing you and that this is harmful to you and your children. And no. Black men ain't gonna do nothing to you. We ain't gonna touch you. And don't even do that. And historically, you've done way more to us than we've ever done to you. So I can't get with these Beckys running their mouth and these agendas and trying to paint men to be these super wicked, evil, woo. You know what I'm saying? When, you got white men running from them Beckys. We got black men running from the country. That's for a reason. But look, I'm not gonna hold y'all up. I'm gonna let y'all go. I love my rants and tangents over here. I keep the people going. I keep the haters entertained. This is what I do. So the rants always turn into something that somebody gets something from. This is the way it is. That's how God moves. Let me get these comments up. You know what I mean? I don't want to waste LeBron's time, man. Freshly married. That's what I be thinking. You know what I'm saying? That's what, dude, I'm telling you, I've gone live and then I've gone to studio and seen a lot of views. And then hours later, my views are nowhere near that. Nowhere near that. I screenshot this stuff too. I screenshot it. So I know you can't play with my mind. You know what I'm saying? I go back like, yeah, they're cutting views. They're deleting views. They're making sure. Now, see, I have a plan that I'm going to implement here soon. So when you guys are like, why is he sounding like this? And it's part of the plan, right? I'm going to trick the algorithm. And I'm going to show everyone that it's an algorithm. It's not that my content sucks or that RP content, people don't want to see it. No, they're just suppressing us with algorithms. See, they can build algorithms that catch certain words like, been going the wrong way, MGTOW, save yourself, black man, sigma male, alpha male. See, if we stopped using these words and came up with a whole new lexicon of words to start using as code words, your views will start going up until whoever these bigots are that are working, the engineers at YouTube, and they start adding more words to this algorithm to catch, people that they believe to be red pill. That's why when your video automatically gets flagged and you got that limited ad, your video, met the criteria to be flagged, with an algorithm, not a human, but like an algorithm. Then you put it in for review. And then it's another algorithm that reviews it, and a human might evaluate the algorithm, the second algorithm looking it over. But, you're talking about mostly AI here. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people have to deal with this kind of stuff if they're not putting out content that's open. Because what's happening is it's a business. And most of these businesses are owned by corporations that are owned by, certain families and certain groups of people. And if they can't keep you distracted and they can't keep the machine, social media is not free, ladies and gentlemen. And this kind of stuff's on my Patreon. The cost is they get to distract you and they get to control your mind and direct you into certain consumer spending and keep you distracted from other things that are going on right in front of your face in real life. Prime example of this is always chemtrails. I can go outside and see lines all over the place in the sky and everybody else walk around like that's normal. Like 10 years ago, we seen that, right? They're conditioning you to be worried about crap online and not paying attention to the things that are happening right in front of your face in real life. So now you're falling apart, getting diseases. You can't stay focused. You got all this metal in your body and plastic. You're not detoxing stuff and you're not able to think right. And that's the purpose in social media. No one's thinking. Everyone's comparing themselves to everyone else. That's why they allow for you to see these celebrities who are really miserable. They hate their lives. They're always on drugs because they're not happy, because they know they're slaves to whatever companies own them, but they get to be put out there and showed off like this is what you want to be. And so you're slaving away and then consistently watching them online and not focusing on being happy with yourself, being happy with what you have, and focusing on ways to make money where you're not working a job or helping these people out. So you just lost, man. And women get to compare their relationships to other people they see online, and then they get to bring problems in your relationship. And then, men can't never stay focused. And, the divorce courts get paid, all of them get paid when men go through divorce. You know what I'm saying? And then if they can get you to go wild out enough, they get to put you in jail and you become a slave. And then the money, here's the best part about it. When these women get to run away with half or more, they always pretty much most of all lose it all, put it right back into the system, give it right back to these people. Okay. That's how the country stays afloat, nigga. Your taxes and any other way they can rob your ass of money. And social media keeps you distracted and keeps the women, locked in on always being mad, locked in on always having some way to justify not taking accountability for their mistakes, and an endless supply of men that is telling the truth to keep them pissed off. And then that way they can keeping us all on this hamster wheel. This nonsensical circle talk of babbling, yapping, nonsense that get us nowhere. And this is what happens, man. This is what it is. Okay. But again, I'm going to chop this up, only post the part about the beginning or whatever. And this part right here, probably leave it out, probably put it up on the Patreon. That's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. Like none of the women that have these complaints want to move any needle or do anything. Again, we're sitting on social media, babbling away, making ourselves feel better, not really worried about trying to help society or anything like that. And then the women are just gone, bro. Like the Western women are just gone. They're just always looking for a reason to be mad. And there's nothing we can do to fix it. They're just gone. They're just gone. And if you sit around watching too much content, dude, you'll just be mad. It's just rage bait all day. And then no matter, like, I'm blocking women on Instagram left and right. Like when I tell y'all, like, I'm like, if your content sucks and I can't block you on YouTube, we all know I can't block y'all on YouTube. But if your channel pops up on my Instagram, oh, I'm blocking you. I'm blocking you so fast. I might leave a comment and then block your goofy ass. Because I'm tired of it. These women are broke and dusty and they have no moral value. So they'll get online all day long bashing men just for $1. Just for $1. Monetizing, other women's trauma just for $1. They have no soul. And these same females be like, "What can I get a man?" Because you have no soul and you don't know how to separate your dating life from making your money because you're too lazy to get a regular job. It's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, we got to move differently, and they're starting to see that. But, it is what it is. But I'm going to finish up, get on TikTok. I'm going to be back up on here in a little bit. What else? Head to the gym tonight. Hopefully, again, they're not playing music, so I can go live from there, get some good footage. But you guys make sure y'all tap it in. If they're not allowing y'all to get my notifications, just just be randomly checking for me. I'm back on YouTube and all my social media full time now. So I'm going to be on one of those social media platforms, sometime throughout the day. So, and I love the live stream. I'm a streamer. I don't really like posting pre-recorded videos. I know how to edit. I kind of like editing, but it's not like that energy of the live stream. The live stream, man, you get your soul tribe, your haters get to check in and get to see how you move. The content creators that hate on you and copy, they get to check in and see how you regal with it and you just royal, you stoic about it. Like, you don't give a crap about how many I'm sitting up in there just hating and watching and whatever. Study all you need to. You can't stop this. You can't stop it. And I love just, I don't know, maybe it's just the warrior in me, the Leo in me, but I love just, hey, look, I'm out here, I'm live. You got a problem, do something about it. You know what I mean? Do something about it. I ain't putting out pre-records that I can easily ignore the comments or hide them. No, you get to jump right in here and you get to say whatever you want to say. You get to be as bold as you think you are. You know what I mean? And when I don't have to deal with these idiots that be hating on me and throwing shade from the channels, having the guts enough to say nothing to me, it lets me know I'm Kane. You know better. Black women especially love to put a black man in this place and talk too much. I don't have that problem. You ain't going to jump in my comment section. You want to know why? You watch enough of my content. You know I'm going to put you in your place. You know I'm not about that bullshit. There's dudes out there that probably want to jump in my comment section and be like, I want to fight him so bad. I'm going to make you look stupid, and I'm not even going to entertain you. Everybody know I'm in Asheville, North Carolina. I'm not going to play any content back and forth games with no males. You're wasting my energy and wasting my time. I don't flirt with dudes. I don't argue with dudes. I don't hang out with the fellas. I don't do shit with dudes. So trying to trigger me as a grown ass, bro, come on, man. Take your hairy ass on somewhere. you know. But like, ladies, man, I just love being live. What can I say? I mean, I love it. So you guys support the live streams. You know how these conversations go. And I appreciate when, like, you know, LeBron and other people check in, give me the updates, you know, hearing that great news that he found himself a great lady. I'm popping that crap up right now. And you know, I'm glad to hear it. And then hopefully the rest of y'all, you know, that used to check in will start seeing me go live again. I can see what y'all been up to. You know, I like seeing that, you know, y'all are out there getting things done and advancing, man, and growing, not sitting in the same place like a year ago, last time I talked to y'all. So yeah, it's great to hear. That's great to hear. All right. Anyway, man, love and light. I'm your brother. Appreciate you, man. Check in, tap in. Let's go.
In this game, you gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.